In the remote village of Eldowen, whispers of an ancient curse lingered like the ever-present fog that blanketed the town each night. The villagers spoke of a shadowy figure known only as the Wraith, an entity cursed to wander the night, seeking vengeance for an injustice long forgotten. Few had seen the Wraith and lived to tell the tale, but those who had described it as a formless specter, its eyes burning with malevolent fire. Luna, a young and skeptical historian from the city, arrived in Eldowen with the intent to dismiss the legends as mere folklore. She rented an old, abandoned house on the outskirts of the village, determined to uncover the truth behind the tales. The house was a monolithic structure, its wooden frame creaking with each gust of wind, and its windows covered in thick layers of dust that filtered the light into eerie shadows. Luna spent her days interviewing the villagers, who reluctantly shared stories of children disappearing, crops withering overnight, and mournful wails echoing through the forests. Yet, every night she found herself more intrigued and less convinced that these were mere superstitions. On the fourth night, as the clock struck midnight, Luna heard a series of whispers carried by the wind. She followed the sound to the edge of the forest, where the trees stood like silent sentinels. There, she found an old, worn gravestone, its inscription barely legible through the moss and grime. Suddenly, she felt a chilling presence behind her, and as she turned, the air around her grew cold, and the shadows seemed to deepen. The Wraith stood before her, its eyes glowing with an insidious light. Luna's skepticism vanished, replaced by a bone-deep terror. The Wraith spoke in a voice that seemed to come from all directions at once. "You seek the truth? Then know it, and be cursed as I am." Frozen by fear, Luna could only watch as the Wraith reached out a spectral hand and touched her forehead. Visions of the past flooded her mind, a wrongful execution, a family torn apart, and a curse laid upon the villagers by an innocent soul seeking justice. When the vision ceased, she found herself alone in the forest, the gravestone now clearly bearing the name of the Wraith's mortal form. Eldowen was cursed, and now, so was she. Luna returned to the village, her once bright eyes now hollow and haunted. She tried to warn the villagers, but they knew the price of truth and the cost of the curse. In the end, the historian became part of the legend she had sought to debunk, her fate sealed by the very truth she had uncovered. The Wraith's whispers continued, and the fog of Eldowen thickened, claiming another soul for its realm of shadows.